Ethereum Foundation used AI agents to audit core code, found real bugs. The Ethereum Foundation said AI agents deployed to audit code used by Ethereum surfaced genuine vulnerabilities, including a networking layer flaw that has since been patched. The disclosure, shared through Ethereum Foundation channels and amplified by CoinMarketCap on July 10, 2026, is one of the first concrete admissions from a major protocol team that machine-driven review is catching bugs human auditors did not. The timing lands during a firmer week for the asset. Ether traded near $1,786 as of July 10, 2026, up 1.8% on the day and 3.9% over the week, according to CoinMarketCap market data. The broader tape sat in fear territory at 31 on the Fear and Greed Index, so the news is a security story rather than a price catalyst. The specifics of what the agents caught, the headline finding is a networking flaw in code that Ethereum relies on. The Foundation described the bug as real, not theoretical, and confirmed it has already been fixed. Networking layer issues matter because they sit below the consensus and execution logic most audits focus on. A flaw in how nodes discover peers, gossip transactions, or propagate blocks can degrade the network without ever touching a smart contract. Those layers are harder to fuzz and easier to overlook, which is part of why an automated reviewer working through them systematically has value. The Foundation framed the agents as an addition to existing human review, not a replacement. Client teams, independent auditors, and bug bounty researchers still carry the load. The distinction being drawn is that the agents can grind through large surfaces of code at a pace and consistency people cannot sustain, then flag candidates for a human to confirm. The reason this is more than a demo, plenty of teams have claimed AI can find bugs. Far fewer have named a specific patched vulnerability in production-adjacent infrastructure and attributed it to an agent. That is the line the Foundation crossed here. It moves the conversation from AI could help with security someday to AI found this, and we ship the fix. Ethereum settles a large share of on-chain value, and its client software is open source, so the cost of a missed networking bug is measured across every application built on top. The Foundation has spent the past year pushing on protocol hardening, and the same developer community recently pressed to compress the lean Ethereum roadmap into a shorter timeline. Automated auditing fits that pattern. More code changes, shipped faster, need more review capacity than a fixed pool of human auditors can provide. There is a counterweight worth stating plainly. AI agents that read code also lower the bar for attackers who point the same tools at the same repositories. The defensive advantage holds only while protocol teams run these systems earlier and more thoroughly than adversaries do. Disclosing that agents work is useful for the ecosystem and also a signal to anyone building offensive tooling. Practical read for people holding value on-chain. For most users, nothing changes today. The flagged networking bug is patched, and there is no user action tied to this disclosure. The longer-term signal is that the software securing wallets, bridges, and the stablecoin rails that increasingly move real payment volume is getting a new class of reviewer. That should, over time, shrink the window between a bug being introduced and being caught. It does not remove the failure modes that hit individuals hardest. Most losses this year came from phishing, approval scams, and seed phrase flaws in wallet software, not from consensus layer breaks. A recent seed phrase vulnerability drained millions across thousands of wallets, and none of that is addressed by protocol-level auditing. Automated review of core Ethereum code is a real improvement to base layer security, but the practical risk for a person spending from a wallet still lives at the application and human layer. The same tooling logic is spreading. Ethical hackers recently reported a critical Aptos flaw that could have exposed tens of billions, caught before exploitation. AI-assisted auditing generalizes across chains, and the teams that adopt it earliest will set the standard for what reviewed means.